uptick based on the statement of Mr. Silva on illicit trade. And that is also reflected in the Euromonitor data. And I'm quite concerned, no, by 2024, 2025, 20% of cigarettes will be coming from illicit trade. No? So that's 1 out of 5. That's quite concerning because those go under the radar. We don't know what they are. We don't know where they're coming from. At the same time, they don't pay taxes, most importantly. No? So what seems to be the problem if enforcement is being intensified, as you've seen earlier in the presentation?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. You're asking the right questions. The answer to your question is twofold. Number one, before I say it, we do commend the BIR and the BOC. You have to look at it also, they're getting overwhelmed dahil parami ng parami. Di nila kaya. Ayaw lang nila sabihin, ako na lang magsasabi. Di nila kaya na overwhelm, Mr. Chair. Parami ng parami yung kanilang mga raid dahil parami ng parami yung mga nag-engage ng illegal activities, ng illicit trade. Dahil yung illicit trade, parami ng parami dahil palaki ng palaki ang opportunity nila. Bakit palaki ng palaki ang opportunity nila? Pataas ng pataas ang buwis. Pataas na pataas ang buwis, edi palaki ng palaki ang kanilang potential. That's basic economic 101 yan, Mr. Chair. You stand to gain more. The tax evader stands to gain more as taxes increase. And if you have created this super highway of, I'll speak in the vernacular para tayo naman, Mr. Senator, kabisado naman tayo sa bumababa sa barangay at usapang kalye. Kaya marunong lang tayo manamit pero kaya natin mag-usapang kalye. Ganito na lang, usapang kalye. Wala naman natatamaan dito sa illegal na sigarilyo, gobyerno lang. Benta mo, hindi naman to drugs eh. Hindi naman to bala eh. Usapang kalye, ang katotohanan. Palaki ng palaki ang buwis. 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. Kung nakagawa ka na ng superhighway, hawak mo ng isang probinsya, hawak mo ng isang isla, di mo na kailangan magbenta. Marami akong nakitang natatawa dahil naintindihan nila ako. Hawak mo na lahat yan. Kaya mo na bilhin ng buong local government. Mr. Chair, the suggested moratorium worked for Malaysia. Malaysia did 9 years. It worked. And Malaysia was overrun by 40% illicit. Mindanao is 51. Singapore, mayaman niya, malakas yung kanilang enforcement. Worked for them also, 2003 to 2021. Mas matagal pa. But Malaysia is a more interesting study because Malaysia did it for 9 years and was able to arrest not only the illicit trade but also increase government revenue. And Mr. Chair, it's balanced. No one in this room is disagreeing that it has to be a balanced approach. Government revenue, government programs, a willing government taxpayer, a willing legitimate business asking for the illegitimate businesses to stop so that we can continue predictable controls. And that's really it, Mr. Chair. The bottom line answer is taxes will increase, as taxes increase, opportunities for illicit trade increase across any commodity. Red onions, carrots, whatever. Same goes with tobacco. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
you. Any comments, Mr. The Best or Mr. Silva, Mr. D on the topic?
Yeah, I can jump in. Thanks.
Yeah, go ahead.
Mr.
Go
Chair.
ahead, sir.
I mean, I fully concur with what has been said before. I just wanna comment to what the representative of the AER said, because there was a quote that there's a tax reduction. Let me be clear, there's no tax reduction. A moratorium is not a reduction, and it's very different. For me, there's one comment, and I addressed it with the packs here. 40, 50, 140. So the problem is every year when there's a tax increase, we as an industry are somewhat forced to pass it on to the consumers. So this price gap of 90 to 100 will expand, which to the point will open up the gap, open up illicit, and the problem gets bigger and bigger. And that's the only thing what we are aiming for, let's say, that we can stop that and have a joint effort in addressing the government revenues, protecting the farmers and helping the legitimate industry. So that's what I can add to what has been said before.
Well, I'll show a slide, no, because we also took a look at the pricing. Can you flash that? Well, the disparity is quite big. No? Illicit cigarette is about 45 per pack. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then the licit cigarettes about 60 per